Hey, hope you're doing well there. It's Dr. Matt here. And I actually wanted to talk today about neck discomfort, neck pain, and that discomfort maybe down into the shoulder and possibly even down into the arm, the fingertips. And a lot of times, all these things are connected in terms of how your neck moves, how your shoulder moves, down to your elbow, your forearm, and many times we'll see it with patients in the office. You know, maybe we look for whether they're shifted in their nerves or irritated in their neck, and also maybe they have some challenges in the shoulder and maybe some challenges down here in the forearm too. So what I'm going to talk about today is just realizing the anatomy up here, how you can help yourself through here, as well as help yourself move at your best for a better functioning you in terms of bringing up your range of motion and helping restore the function so that you can get back to doing all the things that you love to do. So I got my ball here, I got my towel. These are some of the things you'll need: my towel, my ball, and I got my spine. And so when I think about how you're moving, remember, much of throughout your day, if you're practicing this and then doing, recreational sports, tennis, squash, curling, whatever it may be, or whatever the sport is that you love to do, racket sports, weightlifting, consider that if all of a sudden you bring yourself more upright to find your extension in your thoracic spine and you got to move your arm, if you're stuck forward, that's going to be a factor. I mean, just try this for me. Stick your head out like this, and I want you to exaggerate it, and lift your arm. Right away you see the difference in the stacked position versus the hunched forward position. So your spine, your nervous system is going to play a role in how you function and how you heal. So consider the health of your spine and nervous system. One thing is your family corrective chiropractor. We're going to be looking for how this moves, but also if any of these nerves are irritated, which the nerves control your muscles, your organs, all the important things that are a factor in your healing. So consider, first of all, standing up more often, or even implementing a standing desk if you don't have one. Great place to start: standing desk. Stand as much as possible. All right, instead of going from this, now you're up, you're alternating from side to side, doing your work throughout the day. Much easier on you. Okay. Now, what I want to start with is actually grabbing just the towel. And before I get to the ball, I'm going to grab the towel, and what I'll do is I'll make it, make sure you have enough of a band to give yourself, distribute the pressure on the back of your neck. But what I'll do is just some light traction. And what you can do is just pause, let your head fall back just a bit. Use the weight of your arms to pull forward. I'll just breathe. One really good way, if you're in pain or discomfort, is to focus on regulating your breathing. So focus on regulating your breathing longer out than in. I think 4 seconds out, 2 seconds in. And I would just hang out here. You can start with 15, 20 seconds and take a break. You can bring it up a little more. 15, 20 seconds breathing. Less is more when you're starting with this, because all of a sudden you may find yourself in new positions, and if you're used to doing one of these all day and all of a sudden you're finding that extension in your neck again, it can be like a mini workout. So 15, 20 seconds, a couple times a day, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then build on it. Let's say 30 to 45 seconds in the following weeks. You go to 30 seconds and just gently pull forward this way and breathe. So you're stretching out your neck, if you will, giving yourself some traction. So the towel works great. Start with less is more, okay? And remember, from your neck traveling down into your shoulder, things are connected. So I'll grab the ball just like this, and what I'll do is I'll actually, where my shoulder blade is here and the muscles that go up into my spine, what I'll do is get on my traps and that upper back region, and I'll actually lean into it on the wall. And now the neat part is if you stand up taller, it's going to be easier. If you stand further away with your feet from the wall, you're going to feel like it's harder. And when you hit a spot that's tender, again, breathing to help control your pain response, help control your emotions. And what you can do is actually, if you're on the right side, I'll look up at the left sky, and look down at my right knee. And I'll make 5 to 7 passes. Again, breakfast, lunch, a couple times a day, okay, with the ball. And you'll see where I am. Here's my trap, here's my shoulder blade. I'm just above my shoulder blade, closer to the spine. So 5 to 7 passes. The ball can be really useful. Keep one at your desk. Now, if you're getting to the point where you notice some numbness, tingling, some things that I find work really well. Our patients have responded in terms of feedback and things they've reported as working well. In my experience, is just some nerve flossing. And if you find if you're getting some numbness, tingling, let's say more in these 3 fingers, I want you to do a little reach like this, so my shoulder to my side, and then I'll flex my wrist. And you'll notice, extend my wrist, so fingers back, ear to the shoulder, and then back. And I'll do this, is think about the nerve gliding through the tunnel, right? The nerve gliding through this tunnel, right? As it goes all the way down the arm. That's what I want you to picture. Let's say 8 to 12 times when you do it. So you're flexed with the wrist and then extended. Flexed and then extended. And you notice the sides, I go with my hand, with my head. Okay, so consider some nerve flossing 8 to 12 times whenever you think about it. And then some of the other nerve flossing techniques, that would be more thinking thought process of one of the nerves, and you can actually do one of these. So I've got my wrist flexed and I bring it down. I'll bring you down just so you can see a little bit better. But what I'll do is just bring my wrist down like that. So I got lengthening of the nerve down here, the thought process, and then pulling it all back up this way. And again, 8 to 12, 8 to 15 times when you're doing the flossing. Set yourself with a little routine, right? I got the cervical traction, I got the ball, which I find really useful, and then of course I got the nerve flossing, which can be really beneficial. So consider all those things. Consistency is key over a period of time. Let's say, give yourself some weeks, some months to adapt, right? Rinse and repeat. You've been potentially creating this habit for years. So give yourself some months to adapt as you get into a new routine, 5 minutes, a couple times a day, and go from there. Anyways, I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. And of course, I know I've shared with you in the past, I got a big mission in terms of helping people understand they have to function better to be healthier and understanding their spine and nervous system health. So if you found this useful, please take a moment. I'd appreciate if you be a part of the mission too, and share it with somebody so they can get the message too and get the same benefit that you get. I will talk to you soon. I appreciate you very much. Bye for now.